disappointing result, but good spirited second half performance.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed when we get beaten, and especially we had a long proud record here against Dundalk. They hadn't beaten us, I think, for 21 years or something. So I suppose if you look at it, you know, we had to beat us sometime, but the manner of the defeat tonight wasn't really disappointed overall. You know, it's given us a hard task now, even to qualify for Europe the way things are going. We've only got 1 point from 12, and while you can't be too disappointed, it is not good enough really. I mean, you know, we had a great, say, 3/4 of the season, but now we've fallen off a bit. And you know, last week's cup game was great and all that kind of stuff, but you have to focus on the league as well. And no, to get beaten at home was very, very disappointing.
I think we're end of September, so we're into October now. Next week there's a lot of games. I think there's 4 or 5 games in about 3 weeks. Yeah,
I know. This is what this crazy 10-team league does to you. Know, we haven't got a big squad here. 3 or 4 players missing tonight there, and we just can't afford to carry that. You know, it's kind of catching up a little bit now. But look, we can't be too despondent, too down the dumps. We have still a lot to play for, and we have to begin now next week by beating Fingal, because we want to stay. We want to stay third in the league.
Fingal won tonight. I think we're a point ahead, so next game all important.
Yeah, and especially in view of the fact what happened tonight. I mean, we could have been going to Fingal next week if we did won tonight. But look, it's all ifs, ands, and buts. The thing about it is we have to get back winning in the league. We haven't won now in the league for a while, and you know, that's something that we have to address. And I'm hoping now that we get a few bodies back for next week.
Damien Lynch went off. Are you injured this season? Or?
Yeah, no. The few of the lads, we just took them off really to freshen things up. You know, we just went kind of gung-ho for it at the end because we had nothing to lose. I mean, we were 2-0 down, and I know Damien scored after the from the rebound and the penalty, but at that stage we just decided to freshen things up again and just went for something different, and just didn't work out for us tonight.
On a lighter note, was Damien the designated penalty spot taker tonight, or?
Well, look, we've missed a few of them recently, so you know, Dane was brave enough to take it, and I'm glad that he scored, even though it wasn't a rebound, because you know, it gave us a bit of a lifeline back in the game. But I got a goal. Like, there was a few balls in the box. I don't know how many corners we had there. The corner count was huge, even when we were down to 10 men. And I can't fault the lads for effort, but we're just, as I said before, lacking that little bit of quality that team needs, you know, to kind of win the league. But look, we're still third, I think, so we have a lot to play for, and we have to pick ourselves up now next week, and that's what we'll be doing out on Sunday morning on.
You've had a year in a job, so you must be proud of the big turnaround you brought into St. Pat's in a year.
Well, it's actually next Wednesday. Yeah, so I have marked on the calendar. Yeah, I'm happy enough, but obviously we've a lot to do, and we have to improve if we want to be serious challengers here next season. I mean, you know, this season kind of there wasn't great expectation here, and I think we kind of achieved a little bit better than we kind of expected. But now next year it's going to be even tougher, and we have to make some hard decisions here now. Unfortunately, between now and the end of the season, you know, there's going to be comings and goings here, like there is in every football club, and it's particularly difficult because these are not great times economically in the country, and. But look, football, that's what I'm paid for, to make the hard decisions. You know, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So that's what we have to do now.
And finally, the cup draw, was it the one you didn't want it?
No, it was the one we wanted, but not away. We'd like to be at home, obviously. But, you know, the fact that Rovers have beaten us here twice this year already would be no guarantee. But it would be great for our fans if we could have had it here. But look, we're up in Tala. We'll have a big turnout there. And we certainly go up there with, you know, we go up there with no fairness anyway, because we'll be the underdogs for that game. And maybe that's when we're at our best.
Cheers.